One of the more unique weapons in Red Dead Online is the Bolas. These things can definitely help you out in a sticky situation when you have a bounty that isn't as cooperative as you'd like and is deciding to run away. Snaring them with the Bolas should in theory give you enough time to grab them and hogtie them so you can dump them into your bounty wagon. But are these actually worth it? The nice thing about Bolas is that if you miss, you can still pick them up as they aren't broken. The bad thing about the Bolas is if you don't hogtie them before they break free, you will lose the Bolas and however much you paid for them. There are 4 types of Bolas in the game. The first one you get by reaching rank 10 in the Bounty Hunter, and then you can purchase them from the fence for $30. Owners of the prestigious Bounty Hunter license will be able to get an additional 3 styles of Bolas, which are the Hawkmoth, the Brookstone, and the Gravesend Bolas. These are considerably more expensive, so you would imagine that they would at least hold the victim in place for longer, but sadly after my testing it looks like on average each person will be held down for about 8 seconds. So if you don't hogtie them within the 8 seconds, you will lose your Bolas. Of course, that's just for NPCs. If you're trying these on regular players, they should be able to break out within about 5 seconds. When it comes to PvP, these can be kind of useful to have a couple in your arsenal, as it can be used to counteract slow and steady. Just like the lasso, you can tie up people that are using slow and steady with the Bolas, and if you're quick to shoot them while they're on the ground tied up, you can pick your Bolas back up. When it comes to PvE, you would imagine these would be quite useful if there was multiple bounties to catch, because that would mean if 2 of them are running, you could easily use the Bolas to take them both down. The problem is you gotta be quick to hogtie them or you will lose your money on them, which could completely undermine doing the mission in the first place, because you could end up wasting more money than you've actually made while collecting the bounty, which kind of defeats the purpose of the whole thing. You would imagine that having the more expensive Bolas would hold them down longer for you, but unfortunately Rockstar logic does not say that that is the case. They just look different, so you're paying a lot more money just for the privilege of having something look a little bit different. Personally, I don't use these a lot for this reason, and the only time I do use them is just for a bit of fun, so I do keep an eye out for when they're on sale so I can restock. Buying them full price I don't think is worth the money at all. Also, it's worth noting that you can throw a lasso at about the same speed that you can throw the Bolas, so personally I always fall back on just throwing the lasso. Range wise, you can throw the Bolas considerably further than you can throw the lasso, but again, you wouldn't want to miss, and if you do hit them, you're going to want to close that ground very fast so you don't lose the Bolas and have to purchase another set. Of course, instead of using the Bolas, you could always shoot them to the leg to drop them and then close the ground to hogtie them. You can throw these at animals, but it will just probably knock them over. It doesn't actually loop them up, and you can't pick up the Bolas again after, so unless you're just like knocking animals over, it's not overly useful for hunting either. So overall, I think it's worth buying the standard ones for the $30 just to have 3 of them on you in case you get into a PvP scuff, or you have 2 bounties very close together that you can hogtie pretty quickly. But normally I avoid using them, and the lasso is just as good. I wouldn't be purchasing some of the higher priced ones as they just seem like a complete waste of money. These are just my thoughts and opinions, and now I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, so let me know below in the comments. I really do love hearing from you guys. Leaving a like on the video as well helps me out, and massive thanks to everyone who does take the time and effort to support this channel. I really do appreciate it. Special shout out as always to the members. You guys are incredible, and that's it. I'll catch you again.